actually did it. We are World Series champions. This makes me so happy, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I am the sports judge, your favorite Dodgers fan. What a win. What a game. What a series. I feel so happy for the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's a good day to be a Dodgers fan. Congratulations to your Los Angeles Dodgers, our fans, our city. They showed the world that Los Angeles is made of champions. All of them have a story. They worked so hard and they battled through so much adversity to get to the world's biggest stage. Then they clinched the World Series in New York, and now our boys in blue are coming home and having a parade, a win for the city, the community, for the culture. And you know what? All that talk about 2020 and that it didn't count because they won it in a shortened season during COVID. This one feels really good. This one feels good. They validated 2020, validation for the 2020 World Series, and now we will get our parade. Finally, the Dodgers are world champions, baby. They were the best team in the regular season and the best team in the postseason, and now they win it all for the 8th time in their history. You know, I thought at one point, like, all right, this series is coming back to LA for Game 6. When the Yankees were up 5-0 in the game, my nerves were shot. I kind of gave up, started stressing myself out, paced around the room. I'm panicking like, oh no, not a Game 6 back in LA on Friday night. Please no. They looked lifeless, but they found a way to get it done. I talked about it. I thought this was going back for Game 6. The Yankees set the tone early, got off to a red hot start. They looked great. The bats awakened. Aaron Judge with a home run. Josh Chisholm with a home run. It was 3-0 in the first inning. Garrett Cole was dealing, locked in. And then came the 5th inning. And man, was it ugly for New York. It was one of the ugliest innings you'll see in World Series history, where the Yankees just completely melt down. Nothing was going their way, and the costly mistakes was their season. I don't know if I've ever quite seen an inning like that, especially in the World Series. They made mistakes, and you can't make mistakes against a team like the Dodgers. They'll make you pay every time, and that's certainly what they did. In that inning alone, the Yankees gave them 6 outs, and you have to give it to Garrett Cole. You have to give it to him. He went out there and pitched what I thought was brilliantly. He dominated, had his stuff, and was nearly out of that inning until he wasn't. This was one of the greatest meltdowns I've seen, and it's unfortunate. It really is. You can't get away with being sloppy when you have to go up against a much superior team like the Los Angeles Dodgers. But you know, the Dodgers are the better team. They showed that the whole series, and this is who they've been all year. What an unbelievable Game 5 comeback, down 5-0. It was the largest comeback win in a World Series clinching game. Kike Hernandez opened the frame with a clean single, and then the mistakes followed, piling up for a Yankees team that committed error after error. It started with Aaron Judge's drop in center, and to think that it would happen in the unlikeliest place in center, where Judge played 1,958 innings there between the regular season and postseason. He had never committed an error until the 5th inning of the World Series. Tommy Edman sprayed an 0-2 fastball to center, a relatively routine line drive for Judge. Judge drops it, closing his glove too early. The Dodgers were in business, coming out with a lot of energy, and took on a different sense of urgency. The next batter was Will Smith, who sent a grounder towards Anthony Volpe at short. Volpe ranged to his right. The clearest play was at third base, I thought, but he bounced his throw in the dirt, and third baseman Josh Chisholm couldn't pick it. Cole strikes out Gavin Lux. He strikes out Shohei Ohtani. He was on the brink of getting out of the inning when Betts hit a chopper towards first base, and then he didn't cover the bag. Perhaps Anthony Rizzo could have charged the ball and taken it himself, but Cole was late and Betts beat out an infield single. The floodgates opened. Freeman, the World Series MVP, followed with a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single, tying the RBI record. Teoscar Hernandez also knocked in a pair with a 2-strike double of his own, tying the game at 5-5. This was the night, and they knew they needed to, that they played with that must-win urgency, and when they could, they took advantage of the opposing team's blunders and won the game. We're preaching the other day about the urgency this team needed to have at least that same foundation from games 1, 2, and 3, and continued that last night. They did at the end of the day and won themselves the World Series. You can say the Yankees shot themselves in the foot. You can say for them it was an embarrassing exit after a massive collapse in the fifth and more mistakes after one miscue after another, one miscue after another. Mistakes like that cannot happen. This game could have looked different if not for the costly mistakes. Aaron Judge drops a routine fly ball, the missed base coverage, the catcher's interference, just way too many unforced errors. They really blew a 5-0 lead on a series of miscues and errors. And the Dodgers, being the team that they are, I mean, that's what they do. They capitalize on your silly mistakes. They punish errors and walks. And last night, they did just that and were crowned World Series champions. Mental lapses by the Yankees gave the Dodgers life. And if you really look at this Dodgers team, especially on offense, they were simply just a better team. They were more versatile, more balanced, had a lineup with more potency, heart, and fight as well. And a lot of people are acting like Shohei Ohtani didn't have a part in this. He did. No, he didn't play well in the postseason and only had one home run. I believe it was one home run, but that's the luxury of being on a team with a lot of talent around you. And you know what? When you have a team like the Dodgers and a lineup 1 through 9 where every single person is capable of producing, Shohei doesn't have to be the star. He's just another asset to their offense that can really enhance what they do. They won the World Series. That matters more than what your superstar does individually. I don't think you get to this point without him. Shohei carried the team all season long, and when it seemed like he ran out of gas, the dislocated shoulder, the rest of the team carried him the rest of the way to the finish line. How incredible is it? The season for the Dodgers literally began with a scandal with Ohtani's interpreter. They lost their entire pitching rotation at one point, including Tyler Glasnow, their ace. They had to fight against a very good Padres team in which the Dodgers were underdogs in many people's eyes. The NL was an absolute gauntlet. What an amazing run. And what you saw on that scoreboard last night at Yankee Stadium, World Series champions, the Dodgers. And let me tell you something. That place was rocking last night when it was 5-0 Yankees. They were in control. The Bronx was celebrating. And then comes the fifth inning. Party was over. To think, the Dodgers were in the situation to come back, that was just amazing. And the World Series is truly where legends are made. Blake Tryon gets the biggest 7 outs of the Dodgers season, throws 42 pitches as the Dodgers beat the Yankees. And man, the legendary stuff from Walker Buehler. Roberts puts the ball in his hands in the ninth inning of Game 5 and trusted him to get the final 3 outs to end the series. And Buehler in Game 5, with the Dodgers having burned through their highest leverage relievers to get through the 8th, talked his way into warming up in the bullpen. Ninth inning, he's coming into the game like it's been a trying, rough season for him, but a wonderful October. And now, I mean, let's not act like he doesn't have it anymore. That's such a Dodgers fan looking through blue colored glasses kind of deal. Look, I thought he was done. His best days were behind him, but after seeing what he did on the big stage in October, Buehler lives for these moments. Every one of them, that's not even an exaggeration. Every one of them played a part in this. It was a team effort. It took the whole group coming together, having each other's backs and picking each other up. And last night, as you saw, they took advantage of the miscues for a game-changing rally. And let's enjoy this one, folks. Let's enjoy this because we went through it with this Dodgers team. We went through it. You know, they went through it with all their trials and tribulations, their postseason shortcomings, you know, not being able to exercise their demons and to overcome their postseason failures. And finally, we knocked down the door, and now we are crowned World Series champions. So this is something to be proud of. This is a moment that we have to take in, and I'm still trying to process it all. It's just amazing, right? I'm just happy right now that the Dodgers finally pulled it out. The Dodgers are finally World Series champions, and what the hell are they going to say now? What are they going to say now? They can't say this one doesn't count. They can't say this one doesn't count like they said in 2020. This one counts. This one was their first full season. This was their first title in a full season since 1988. So this is a big accomplishment. This one is huge. And right now, I am feeling great. It is a great time to be a Dodger fan. Talk to you guys later. I'm out of here now. Thanks for watching the content as always. And if you guys love what the Sports Judge is talking about, and if you love the content, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm getting out of here now. We'll talk very soon. Take care, everyone.